Hi everyone. In today's session, I'm going to use a Linux Ubuntu to create 5 of the greatest of all time players and give them sudo access privilege. I wrote a couple of shell script to do so, but before I do that, let me introduce you to the greatest of all time players. One of my favorite player is Cristiano Ronaldo, and the other one is Messi. There are, as you know, most of you recommend as of today, they are the greatest of all time for the current session or the current years. So I also have my greatest favorite of all time, Diego Maradona, which is the best of all. And God bless him, he passed away, as well as the other two greatest of all players. You can see Ronaldinho and Zidane. They are the greatest of all players. And the most legends and greatest of all time, Pele and Maradona. The two of them are the most outstanding greatest of all time. So we have about 6 of them. Pele, started with Pele, then Maradona, and then Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, and Zidane and Ronaldinho. All 6 of them. The order that I used is not matter. For me, these 2 are the greatest of all time, and then the other 4 is also greatest of all time. And so you can choose your greatest of all time. Each one of us, we do select 1 or 2 based on our knowledge of soccer or based on how we watch the World Cup and them shining throughout years and winning the World Cup for their country. If they didn't won the World Cup, for example, Cristiano Ronaldo, he won the European Cup, and he is one of the greatest character that I admire in his character, as well as soccer talent, scoring with both feet and headers and speed and agility to score from far distance, as well as the greatest of all time, Messi, that who won the World Cup for Argentina, like Maradona, and then he has been outstanding player throughout the years, as well as Cristiano Ronaldo. They both are shining head to head there. So let's get started with Linux Ubuntu, so you understand why I'm creating these legends as Pele, Maradona, Messi, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, and Zidane. The order here is basically alphabetical or something that I created. Pele should have been on the other ones, but also from the time that era that it started. So Pele was the oldest one, and then maybe some of them like Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi and Zidane are the youngest one. And then God bless Pele and Maradona. They are no longer with us. And then the ones that they survived, hopefully they will shine for a number of years and have good health as well. So let's get started with Linux Ubuntu. And then in this script, basically, I have a description here that are all commented between line 1 to, actually between line 2 to line 12. And so line 3 to 12 are all comment, and you can see the pound sign. And then the first line is shebang, user ben env is just telling it that to load bash interpreter. Moving forward, it has to be the syntax of bash interpreter. Then I do an echo with the expression and adding a group. So we add the group G.O.A.T. And this way, we create a group called G.O.A.T, which is stand for greatest of all time. Some people might say, why do you say G.O.A.T? It's not the actual G.O.A.T, it is greatest of all time. That's what that is stand for. And then user add is the command that we are adding here. And then the user ID is, we start from 1005 all the way to 1010. So that's the 6 users with their user ID has to be unique. And the group and uppercase is G.O.A.T. So we are doing it, and then the -s means the shell. We're using ben bash in this case, and then -m-d combination will create the home directory if it does not exist. /home Pele will be created for Pele, /home Maradona will be created for Maradona, and so on. And then here also adding each members to the sudo files. So the Linux Ubuntu, it uses the group name called sudo. This group is for Linux Ubuntu. On the Red Hat and Rocky and Fedora version, the group name is called wheel, WHEEL, wheel. So in this one, we are just doing sudo, and then by adding -a to the user mode, it's add the user to the group sudo. These are, or we want to just add all the users there. So at this time, I don't have any account created, so I run this script, say add user add, and then I press tab, it automatically does that. Now all the users are created with all the lines that was on this user add info. This script, it created all these accounts. So if I go, for example, here, say switch user to Pele, and then it shows that I'm logged on as Pele, and then group name is also Pele, as well as sudo, as well as G.O.A.T. So the Pele can have sudo access, but because we haven't created the home directory also got created because of my script with the /m/d. However, we haven't assigned the password yet. So if I just exit out of here, say grep -i Pele from etc group and etc password and etc shadow, you can see that it has entries, but the password is just basically is empty. It has not assigned any password yet on the shadow file. So the group is there, and then you can see that for the sudo, we have all the 5 members as part of the sudoers. So they do have access there. In order for Pele to be able to log in as a sudo, I'm gonna just assign him a password and say password Pele, and then I'm gonna give the password. So, and the password has to be strong. And now I just have assigned it. If I just do the same grep command, notice the password now on the root, on the account Pele has been assigned. This is the password expiration time, that if you want to just make sure that it doesn't lock up on you, you can type in like this command, password -x -1, and then Pele. The password expiration time is just modified now. And then if you just do that one now, you can see, and instead of that long number that was the digits that were changing before, all these 999 this, now it is set to say it does not expire. But because I don't need these accounts, I'm showing you these options. You can do it. I'm going to delete them after this, so the account doesn't exist there. I'm just doing a demo so you can learn how to create users and how to modify them, how to do this. So at this time, if I just switch user, let me clear the screen here. If I say switch user dash Pele, SU stand for switch user. So now it is just saying that I am Pele. The user Pele is logged on. God bless him. And then at this time, you can see if I type in groups, you can see that Pele belongs to the sudo access as well as the group G.O.A.T. So at this time, if I just do a PWD and say touch football, I create a file called football, you can see football has the username Pele and the group name also Pele. But if I just want to do sudo access here, say sudo and then switch user do, this sudo does not stand for super user do. because you can go to another user rather than root. If you just leave it like this, it means that login as root. But if I just do this one, say, I did a switch user already with Pele. So now I'm doing switch user do and su root, become root. And now it's gonna prompt me, if I have a password assigned to it, I become root now. You see, I just was able to get the root. But because I put the slash, dash, it changed the profile of root. If I didn't do that one and I just say up to here, so it's user, notice this time I'm on the directory of LA, not the profile of root, because I did not do that, what I wanted to do. If I just go here and do dash Pele, and just say that change my profile at the same time and stay with the user Pele profile. So depending on what you type in after switch user do, you get different environment and different permission. So at this time, if I want to become root again, right here, I just say this, and now I'm root, okay? Similarly, if I just do that one for just another user, let's say, and root here, I say do it for Maradona also. So now if I say switch user to Maradona logged on, and then now you can see that the print working directory is this. If I just touch a file here, say, let's say I'm going to not touch it, I'm saying echo Maradona, rest in peace, or the greatest of all time for me. Let's say I put that one, and then I could just create this one to say, create this information as, and send it to a file called goat.txt. Now I just created that file goat.txt. If I just say cat -n goat.txt, it will just show that information that I wrote. And if I vim it also goat.txt, you can see that one line is there. And then set in you can see that it is exactly that. So at this time, if I just do a list on it, you can see the file was created by Maradona, and the group is also Maradona. And here, Maradona has more privilege than just the group Maradona, because it's part of the sudo. But if he does sudo now here, sudo su dash, it's not gonna have a password. So if I just type in a password, it says, well, the password is not set yet. So what I could do is Control C out of this one, exit out here as root. I say password Maradona, and then assign the password for it. And then just retype it again. And now it says successfully typed in. So I say switch user Maradona, and now I'm there, Maradona logged in, and then sorry, groups ID dash UN is Maradona, ID dash group name is also Maradona, and then groups is showing is that Maradona. If I do a get in password and then say $sign ID dash UN, you can see that it is also showing the information for Maradona. This one is similar to saying that backtick ID dash UN, or dynamically does it, or you can manually type in Maradona here. If you type in Pele or Ronaldo, whatever you type in Ronaldo, if Ronaldo is on the list, you could get it. So Ronaldo, I typed it wrong. Ronaldo, that's why. And then you can see it. Similarly, like Pele, I'm sorry, Pele. Similarly for Messi. Similarly for Zidane. And similarly for Ronaldinho. So each one of them, Ronaldinho, again, I mistyped it. Ronaldinho, like now it's corrected and it will show that one. Okay. So if you just or logged on as this user, and now you do switch user do su dash should allow me to log in as the password that I want with the root, and now I have done that. And then notice that because I wrote that dash, it dropped me to the root. But if I just don't want to change my profile, it will stay with Maradona. Yeah, because it just says that the user that is there, and just change it, the profile to the user that I'm logged on. So I'm not gonna test each one of the user, but you got the idea. So you can just add the user and password. I don't want to make this video too long. So at this time, we're done with the first script. Okay, let me just show you the second script. Then user del, and we're going, sorry, let me just see where I am. Oh, a clear screen and then say, I'm here, so I say vim user del and then press tab, that file opens. So on this one, the same users that I created, I wrote a description here saying that I want to just delete the group now, and then every member that are there, I want to delete their user group and also take them out of the home directory. The home directory for security purpose, you don't want to do this one. That's why I wrote this 2 line of comments saying that when you are actually removing the home directory of the users, be careful because these users, each one of them worked for your company at one point, and they might have just have a lot of kind of work that is done already completed on their home directory that they may have to share with the project. So don't delete their account just all the time that you may create them. And the way you want to just do it is just comment this line out. You want to back up them first and then do it. But because this is a demo, I'm going to delete them. So what I want to show you here, when we created the account for /home, each user was created with their proper ownership and group, and you can see the access on there. That's why we were able to write to the directory and everything by the user app. So now if I just say cat user del, this script you can see is supposed to delete the group G.O.A.T and then delete the other group. So grep minus I G.O.A.T etc group, you can see it is having everybody there. And then now similarly for the password and other ones, if we look at it, they're all there. So if I say grep minus I Pele, for example, etc sudo, not sudo, password, etc shadow, etc group, you can see it is all of that information is there. So every one of them that are on the group is listed on the sudoers, as well as the user ID, and then as well as the password. Similarly, if I just do the same thing for Maradona, you can see that. If I do it for Messi, for example, we did not change the password for Messi, and then you can see that the password is on the shadow file. It is just this blank, meaning that it is empty at this time. We haven't assigned a password. So if I do the same thing with Zidane, that's also bang. So those ones that we haven't assigned the password, it is going to show that bang here. And the exclamation mark for the share thing. If you just look at the Maradona, that's not there because we actually assign a password. And this minus I ignore the case. So if I type uppercase, it still match it. So this is for the shadow file, as you can see here, the shadow file, the password is long. But now what I'm going to delete those ones by just saying a user del and then run this script and just did it. Now if I just use this other command here, it says that I don't find anything with Maradona or Pele or anybody, Zidane. There's no such thing. Now if I go on /home, home is clean up there. But if I just run the user again, user add, and then now everything is back. And so it's good to automate it. That way you can just look for whatever you want, and then later on you have the information as you wish to. So I just showed you two script here, and everything was automated. Ls minus LTR, the last two lines, LTR, and then tail minus 2. So the last two file, this two file, or the one that I demo for you. Okay. Thanks for watching, and please make sure that you go to our channel and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so. We have about 1,200 videos for you, teaching you all kind of computer science and computing IT related courses on operating system, database, programming languages, Python, shell scripting, C, C++, and all kind of courses, whether it's database or some kind of utilities, a lot of stuff. So just join in and enjoy learning. Take care. God bless you all. Bye.